यशोदानन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना यशोदानन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना यमुनातीरावनचारी यमुनातीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतश्री श्रीमद् अभय चरणारविंद श्रील AC भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतश्री श्रीमद् भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्त वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। गंगा माई यमुना माई की जय। भक्ति देवी तुलसी देवी की जय। युग धर्म हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय। Thy Gaur Premanande, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru and Gauranga. Jai. So welcome everyone for today's session of Bhagavad-Gita chapter 18, text number 64. Hope here everybody is English speaking, so we can all follow in the same page. Hare Kṛṣṇa. 1864. Okay. sarva-guhya-tamam bhūyaḥ śṛṇu me paramam vacaḥ sarva-guhya-tamam bhūyaḥ śṛṇu me paramam vacaḥ iṣṭo asi me dṛḍham iti tato vakṣyāmi te hitam iṣṭosi me dṛḍhamiti tato vakṣyāmi te hitam sarva-guhya-tamam bhūyaḥ śṛṇu me paramam vacaḥ iṣṭosi me dṛḍham iti tato vakṣyāmi te hitam sarva-guhya-tamam bhūyaḥ śṛṇu me paramam vacaḥ iṣṭosi me dṛḍham iti tato vakṣyāmi te hitam
sarva-guhya-tamam bhūyaḥ
sarva-guhya-tamam bhūyaḥ
śṛṇu me paramam vacaḥ
śṛṇu me paramam vacaḥ
iṣṭosi me dṛḍham iti tato vakṣyāmi te hitam
sarva-guhya-tamam bhūyaḥ śṛṇu me paramam vacaḥ iṣṭosi me dṛḍham iti tato vakṣyāmi te hitam sarva-guhya-tamam bhūyaḥ śṛṇu me paramam vacaḥ iṣṭosi me dṛḍham iti tato vakṣyāmi te hitam sarva-guhya-tamam bhūyaḥ śṛṇu me paramam vacaḥ iṣṭosi me dṛḍham iti tato vakṣyāmi te hitam. Word to word meaning. sarva-guhya-tamam, the most confidential of all. Bhūyaḥ, again. śṛṇu, just here. Me, from me. Paramam, the supreme. vacaḥ, instruction. iṣṭaḥ asi, you are dear. Me, to me. dṛḍham, very. iti, thus. tataḥ, therefore. vakṣyāmi, I am speaking. Te, for your. hitam, benefit. Translation and purport by Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada-gītā. Because you are my very dear friend, I am speaking to you my supreme instruction, the most confidential knowledge of all. Hear this from me, for it is for your benefit. Purport. The Lord has given Arjuna knowledge that is confidential, knowledge of Brahman, and still more confidential, knowledge of the Supersoul within everyone's heart. And now he is giving the most confidential part of knowledge. Just surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. At the end of the 9th chapter, he has said, man-manāḥ, just always think of me. The same instruction is repeated here to stress the essence of the teachings of Bhagavad-Gita. This essence is not understood by a common man, but by one who is actually very dear to Kṛṣṇa, a pure devotee of Kṛṣṇa. This is the most important instruction in all Vedic literature. What Kṛṣṇa is saying in this connection is the most essential part of knowledge, and it should be carried out not only by Arjuna but by all living entities. Om ajnanatimidandhasya jnananjanashalakaya chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadandikam. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti-vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shanyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Prabhupada Nugami Shri Subhakswamine Sada Dainashili Subhagyaya Sarva Jiva Kripabdhe Guru Siksha Sadachara Palakaya Namostute. Mukam karoti vachanam pangum langayate girim yat kripatamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam. Shri Chaitanya Mishwaram. Hare Krishna. So, till now we have completed 63 verses from Bhagavad-Gita, chapter 18. So, till now Krishna has been giving vivid explanation, detailed explanation of Bhagavad-Gita with various knowledge, karma yoga, jnana yoga, bhakti yoga, ashtanga yoga. So, Krishna has explained everything in great detail. Now, Krishna is giving Arjuna the chance. Now he is telling Vimrishetad asheshena yathe ichchasi tatha kuru. So I have explained to you all the knowledge in great detail. Now you deliberately think and meditate on all this knowledge, and whatever you wish to do, you take that decision. Krishna is giving that liberty to Arjuna. So Arjuna has been standing and hearing to all the explanation of Kṛṣṇa, and now he's trying to recollect and on what to do. He's trying to contemplate on Kṛṣṇa, as Kṛṣṇa told that deliberately think on whatever I have explained and take up the lead. Yatha ichchasi tatha kuru. Do as you wish to do. So he is thinking and he is contemplating, but he is unable to come to a conclusive decision. So now Kṛṣṇa, as he is known as Bhakta Vatsala, so he is, his butter-like heart is melting, that his very dear devotee is unable to take any decision. So now Kṛṣṇa takes the lead and he continues, and thus he gives these next following 8 verses till from 64 to 72. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given Shikshashtakam 8 verses. Like this, similarly, Kṛṣṇa has given these 8 verses of most confidential instructions, out of which 64 to 66 are the most important confidential instructions by Kṛṣṇa to Arjuna and to everyone. So here, as it is said, Yatha ichchasi tatha kuru. So we can see in our practical, everyday, day-to-day life, this principle of Yatha ichchasi tatha kuru is very prominent. We have various kind of dealings in everyday life. We deal with many people. We have many relationships. So, for example, if there is a boss and there is a clerk, so until the working hours, the boss has the right on the clerk to give him some kind of authority. So he may impose some kind of force that you have to do this, but not after the working hours. Similarly, there may be relationships of friends, between friends. The friend can ask some kind of suggestion. So the other friend can give some good advice, but he can't impose his advice on the other friend. He can just advise him, but we can't impose our ideologies on the other person. Similarly, there is some kind of speakers and the audience. So now I am speaking, but I can't impose that whatever I have spoken, you have to follow and you have to practice that in your lives. This is my advisory. That depends, you all have free will whether to act that in your life, whether to act in that way or not. So similarly, we have our family relationship, like a mother and a child, brother or sisters. If it all that depends on the intimacy, the degree of intimacy you have with your relationships. If you are more intimate, you can also show some kind of authority on them, that you have to do this, you should do this. So this Yatha ichchasi tatha kuru principle is very prominent in our lives, but we have to know how we should use it and how we should not be an imposter on others, imposing our views and ideologies. That is most important, because in any relationship we can give only what we understood, but we can't take their free will and ask them and oblige them to do whatever we want to do. So this is the most important principle which we learn from Kṛṣṇa, who himself is giving the chance and liberty to Arjuna. After giving the entire knowledge of Bhagavad-Gita, he is telling that Yatha ichchasi tatha kuru. You do as you wish to do. I am not obliging you. I have spoken so many things now to you, but I am not obliging you to act according to me. So that is the first principle we are learning from this shloka now. So as per this shloka, it says, Kṛṣṇa is saying that sarva-guhyatamaṁ bhūyaḥ. So Kṛṣṇa has given guhya knowledge till now, the knowledge of Brahman. Then he has given more confidential knowledge, guhyatara knowledge, the knowledge of Paramatma. and then he's giving guhya-tamam, sarva-guhya-tamam knowledge, the most confidential knowledge, which has been already given in 2 times in chapter 9. Kṛṣṇa is telling, idam tute guhya-tamam pravakṣyāmi anasuyave jnanam vijnanam sahitam yadgyatva mokshase shubhat. So Kṛṣṇa is telling that, O Arjuna, because you are never envious of me, so I am giving you this most confidential knowledge to you, by which you can come to me. So Kṛṣṇa has bestowed this most confidential knowledge in 9th chapter as well. Again he is giving the most confidential knowledge in the chapter 15. Text number 20, he is saying, iti guhya-tamam shastram idam uktva maya nagha etad buddhva buddhiman syat krita krityasya bharata. So I am, O sinless Arjuna, I am giving you this most confidential knowledge, the entire 15th chapter, the most confidential knowledge I am giving you, because by this knowledge, by using this knowledge, you can become more wise and you can become more perfect in your devotional life. So now, after giving all the confidential knowledge, again Kṛṣṇa is giving, because Kṛṣṇa has understood that Arjuna is not able to make any decision. So, like a loving parent, loving mother, when a mother is teaching the child, if the child is unable to understand some basic rules of, for example, maths, she is again and again trying to tell the same thing, but in different ways, so that some simplified ways, so that the child can understand that topic. So similarly, Kṛṣṇa is giving this science in a more simplified way. Now he is telling that sarva-guhya-tamam bhūyaḥ. Bhūyaḥ means again I am giving this most confidential knowledge. Sarva-guhya-tamam, how it is, this knowledge is the most confidential. It is not only most confidential, it is paramam vacaḥ. These instructions which I am going to give you now from 64 to 72, but most importantly from 64 to 66, is most paramam vacaḥ. These instructions are supreme, these instructions are highest, these instructions are topmost, and it is the essence of all Vedic literatures, all Upanishads, all the knowledge given from any kind of sadhus, saints, rishis, munis. Out of all the prevailing knowledge in the world, these instructions which I am giving are the supreme, are the most topmost instructions. So Kṛṣṇa is telling this thing to Arjuna again. So the question may arise that why he is giving this knowledge to Arjuna again. Iṣṭo si me dṛḍham iti. Iṣṭo si me, because Arjuna is dear to Kṛṣṇa. Iṣṭo si, Kṛṣṇa is, Arjuna is dear to Kṛṣṇa. That is why Kṛṣṇa is giving this knowledge again to Arjuna. So we can see that how much Kṛṣṇa loves his devotees. When Dhruva Maharaj was insulted by his stepmother, that time Dhruva Maharaj came crying to his mother Suniti. Then Suniti tells to his child Dhruva that please take shelter at the lotus feet of Kṛṣṇa, who is very merciful, who is very compassionate, who is very kind. His love is like crores, and his love cannot be compared to the combined love of crores and lakhs of millions of mothers put together. If you put the love of Kṛṣṇa's love is like an ocean, and the love of millions and crores of mothers, their love, if you put, it is just like a small bottle, like our eardrops bottle. It is just that much. It is that tiny. The love of crores of mothers' love is just like a small eardrop bottle, and the love of Kṛṣṇa is like an ocean. So it is incomparable. We can't compare the love of Kṛṣṇa with the combined love of millions and crores of mothers also. So Suniti is telling Britya Vatsalaha. She is telling that the love of Kṛṣṇa is like a calf, the love of a cow to a calf or a calf to a cow. When a newborn calf is born to cow, the cow shows extreme love and affection for its calf. It is very aggressive. Even if somebody comes to the calf, it becomes very aggressive. And it's very eager to give milk to the child. It's very eager. And is always licking the calf, showing all affection to the calf, baby calf. If any crows or birds are coming to the calf, it is driving them away with their tail. So you can go to Goshala, how the cows are loving the calves, you can see. So this affection, this kind of protection, the affection which the cow is showing to the calf, this kind of protection Kṛṣṇa is towards to his devotees. That kind of protective mood Kṛṣṇa has for his devotees. That's why in Ramayana it is said that Sakrut eva prapannaya tavasmi iti cha yachate abhayam sarva-bhutebhyo dadami iti vratam mama. Dadami iti vratam mama. It is said that one who takes shelter, one who surrenders and takes refuge at the lotus feet of Kṛṣṇa and says that Tavasmi, I am yours. And he says that Tavasmi, O Kṛṣṇa, I am yours. O Kṛṣṇa, O Radharani, I am yours. Then Kṛṣṇa protects that devotee from all kinds of miserable calamities, from all dangers, from all living entities. Because why he does that? Because he has taken that vrata, because he has taken that vow, because he has taken that promise that he will under any circumstances he will protect his devotees. That is his vow. We see when the cowherd men, the Vrajavasis, when they were preparing for performing Indra Puja, Indra Yagya, that time all the Vrajavasis and cowherd boys, they were preparing, and Kṛṣṇa came and he advises that we should all do Govardhan Puja. And when once all the Vrajavasis, when they understood and they agreed that they do Govardhan Puja, all of the Vrajavasis and Kṛṣṇa, they all become happy. But Indra becomes very angry and he sends his Samvartaka clouds to destroy the entire Vrindavan. At that time, all the Vrajavasis come and surrender to Kṛṣṇa and pray that please protect us, O my Lord. Please save us from this calamity. So Kṛṣṇa says that Tasmat mat charanam goshtam man-manāḥ mat parigraham gopaye swatma yogena soyam me vrata ahitaha. Kṛṣṇa is considering that all this cowherd community has considered me as their shelter. Tasmat mat sharanam goshtam. They all have considered me as their shelter. And man-manāḥ, they have considered me as their Lord, me as their master. And mat parigraham, they have considered me as their family. So, Gopaye sarvatma yogena means now what I have to do with all my spiritual potency, with all my spiritual energy and internal energy, I must save them from this danger. Why? Because I have taken the pledge, I have taken the vow to protect my devotees in all circumstances. Soyam me vrata ahitaha. To protect my devotees is my vow. So, Bhishma Dev, he tells that he wants to declare to the entire world that how much Kṛṣṇa loves his devotees. That if somebody surrenders at the lotus feet of Kṛṣṇa, nobody can even dare to touch that person. Mare Kṛṣṇa rakhe Kṛṣṇa mare ke. So Kṛṣṇa's love for his devotees is that he can even break his vows, break his rules, so that he can fulfill the so that he can fulfill the vows of his devotees, so that he can protect his devotees. So in order to fulfill the vow of Bhishma Dev, what he vows during the Kurukshetra war, he pledges that I will break the vow of Kṛṣṇa, that Kṛṣṇa will lift the weapons and he will fight in the war. Because Kṛṣṇa had pledged that I will never even touch the weapons, I don't want to take anybody's side. But now, because to fulfill his dear devotee's pledge and also to protect his own devotee Arjuna, his man Arjuna, he breaks his own vow. So that much Kṛṣṇa loves his devotees. That is his love for devotees. So, we can, when we see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he wants to glorify his devotees, like when he wanted to glorify Haridas Thakur, he was glorifying him in such a jubilation that it was as if he had 5 mouths to glorify his dear devotee Haridas Thakur. So the love of Kṛṣṇa is unfathomable, inconceivable, and we can't calculate his love with our tiny brains. And his love is beyond any discrimination. He doesn't love anybody if considering his age. If we think like that, we can see how Dhruva Maharaj was blessed only when he was 5 years old. If we see that Kṛṣṇa blesses somebody if somebody is very rich, we can see how Kṛṣṇa was a great intimate friend of Sudama Vipra. If we see Kṛṣṇa doesn't bless somebody or love somebody seeing their caste. Kṛṣṇa went to the house of Vidura and he ate the peels of banana peels. Similarly, Kṛṣṇa is not loving somebody depending on their beauty. Kṛṣṇa went to the house of Kubja. Similarly, Kṛṣṇa is not seeing anybody's, if he's belonging to beast family, he's blessing Jatayu, he's blessing Hanuman. And you can all say some examples like that. Kṛṣṇa is not blessing somebody seeing his profession, how Mrigari was blessed. So Kṛṣṇa is beyond any kind of discrimination. He is seeing only your devotion, how much love you are carrying for Kṛṣṇa in your heart. So to that degree you can conquer his heart. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam tathaiva bhajamyaham. So according to your love and according to your surrender, Kṛṣṇa will respond and Kṛṣṇa will reciprocate. So in our ordinary dealings also, Prabhupada is telling that if you want to love somebody, you have to satisfy that person. Similarly, you try to satisfy that person. If you love somebody, you try to satisfy that person by giving something or by exchanging gifts. This is the way you want to please that person. So, in reciprocation, that person also tries to reciprocate and do something for that person. So, in this kind of reciprocation and loving exchanges exist in this material world. So, to what great extent this reciprocation and loving exchanges can be present in the spiritual world. That's why Kṛṣṇa is saying that Sadhavo hridayam mahyam sadhunam hridayam tvaham. Naham, what is that? Sadhavo hridayam mahyam sadhunam hridayam tvaham madanyatena janati naham tebhyo managapi. I do not know anybody other than my pure devotee. Kṛṣṇa is telling that sadhus, a pure devotee is always there in my heart. In Kṛṣṇa's heart, his pure devotees are always existing. And Kṛṣṇa is also existing in the hearts of his pure devotee. And his pure devotee doesn't know anything other than Kṛṣṇa. And Kṛṣṇa doesn't know anybody other than his pure devotees. He is only concerned about the welfare, about the love, about the welfare, about the benefit, about his devotees who are surrendered unto him. That is why here Kṛṣṇa is telling that vacaḥ te hitam. Kṛṣṇa is telling that vacaḥ te hitam. I am speaking to you this knowledge because you are very dear to me. And I want to benefit this by telling this most confidential knowledge. I want to benefit you. Hitam means benefit you. Kṛṣṇa is always concerned about the immediate benefit and welfare of his devotees. He can do anything for for the benefit of his devotees. He's a little bit partial in that way. We can't say partial, but it is the natural emotion and natural reciprocation when somebody is, when one time when Prabhupada was having a morning walk, there were many ducks and they were quacking. So there was a man who was giving them food crumbles. So there was one particular duck who was quacking more. So that man was giving that duck more food crumbles. So it was not his discretion to give that quack more food, but it was natural that because that duck was quacking more, so he gave more food to that duck. So in our material life also, or in the spiritual life, the devotee, whoever is more depending on Kṛṣṇa, whoever is more surrendering to Kṛṣṇa, it is natural that Kṛṣṇa will reciprocate to him in that in that way, more, in a better way. So we see once when Duryodhan became very angry on Bhishma Pitama, and he came running to him and he was saying that, "Oh my dear grandfather, you are very partial because you love Pandavas more than me. That is why you have the capacity to kill all the Pandavas in one day, but you are not fighting with them properly and you don't want to kill them because you are having more love to the Pandavas." So Bhishma told that, "No, you see, I am going to kill all the 5 Pandavas tomorrow with the 5 arrows which I have. I have put all the entire lifelong austerity in these 5 arrows. So with these 5 arrows, I will kill all the 5 Pandavas." So Duryodhan was not confident. He was not sure because he thought that immediately if Arjuna comes and asks those arrows, Bhishma Dev was going to give those arrows to the Pandavas. So he told, "Okay, you give me these arrows, I will put it with me." So he says, "Okay, you can take this, but send your wife tonight. I will bless her Saubhagyavati Bhava, so that she is blessed, that that your husband may live long. So in that way you will have a long life by my blessings." So Duryodhan says okay, and he goes. And meanwhile, because Kṛṣṇa is omnipresent everywhere and he knows everything, and he's always thinking about the hitam, always thinking about the benefit and immediate welfare of his own devotees. So he makes a strategy now how he can benefit his dear devotee Arjuna. So he makes a conspiracy, he makes a plan, strategy, and he sends Draupadi. He sends, instead of Duryodhan's wife going there, before that he takes Draupadi to the tent of Bhishma Dev. And he tells Draupadi, "You have to go now and you have to immediately fall at the lotus feet of Bhishma Dev and you have to seek his blessings." She's like, "What is happening?" She doesn't understand. She says, no, Bhishma Dev is doing some kind of yagya and homa, so he is giving some blessings. You please go and take that blessings. So Draupadi goes and she falls flat and straight at his lotus feet, at his feet. And Bhishma Dev is blessing her Saubhagyavati Bhava. So she gets that blessing that may all your husbands live long. And then she gets up and she shows her face. So Bhishma Dev was like, "What is this? Why are you here? And what is happening? So who sent you here?" So Draupadi is telling, "Yeah, Krishna has told me that I have to take your blessings. Then Bhishma Dev is smiling. Oh, this is Krishna's plan. Who can save Krishna protecting his dear devotees? He has all the strategies, all the ways to benefit and think for the betterment of his dear devotees. So Krishna is always thinking that how he can, mad anyat te na janati naham tebhyo managapi. Nothing but his dear devotees. If one surrenders unto the lotus feet of Krishna, that is his meditation now. That devotee's welfare is the responsibility of Krishna. So here we can see that this knowledge Krishna is telling is sarva-guhya-tamam. This is the most confidential knowledge which Krishna has already spoken in 9th chapter also. Man-manāḥ bhava mad-bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi atmanam mat-parayana. What is that shloka? That is 18th chapter, but in 9th chapter he is telling yuktaivam man-manāḥ bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskaru mame vaishyasi yuktaivam atmanam mat-parayana. So there also he is telling Arjuna that always think of me. 4 principles which are very very easy for us to perform. Always think of me, worship me, offer obeisances to me, and become my devotee. In this way I will take you back to Godhead, bring you back home, back to me. So this is the knowledge which he gave to Arjuna in the 9th chapter. But now what is the more stress Krishna is giving here? Extra thing, extra cheese butter he is giving here in 18th chapter is that he is telling that I promise you. He is giving more stress. He is giving more bonus that if you do these simple things, 4 things, I promise you. There he has not yet promised, but now he is telling that pratijane. He is telling that I promise you that I will take you. I will take you back to me. I promise you this because you are my very dear friend. Thus you will come to me without fail if you do these 4 principles. So this knowledge is the important instruction in all Vedic literature, Prabhupada is telling. So this is applied to our spiritual master also. If we do whatever our spiritual master is telling, we must, Krishna is telling this. Similarly, our gurus are also telling the same thing what Krishna is telling. So we must have that trust and the sincerity to obey what our spiritual master is telling. He is giving everything whatever Krishna wants us to do. But if we don't obey, if we don't take the mercy of the Guru, we will not be able to make any tangible advancement. The sadhus are always ready to help the fallen conditioned souls, but we have to also make an endeavor to take that mercy. Like there was a sadhu, there is a friend, and he is asking his friend Kamini Mohan that let us go to Mayapur. There is some sadhu, we can go and take his blessings. He is giving us not nice philosophical knowledge in spiritual life. So that that friend Kamini Mohan, he is telling that he doesn't want to leave the comfort of his house. So he is reluctant to take and seek the blessings of the sadhu. So this friend makes some strategy. He gives some allurement. He tells that let us go to a fun fair in Kulia. We will have some fun fair and amusements. Then we can enjoy like that. So he takes that friend to the Kulia riverside, and they have nice amusement and they have nice fun. Then he says, Kamini Mohan, let's cross this river and then we can go and see the birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We can see the tomb of Chandkazi in Mayapur. In this way we can visit all the interesting places. Kamini Mohan is reluctant, and he understands that his friend wants to make some plans to take him somehow to visit the sadhu. So this fellow is very he makes counter plans. So he tells, oh, whenever I board a boat, I have lot of I have lot of dizziness, I have lot of nausea, I feel like as if I'm drowning from the boat. So when the river will dry up, now it is rainy season, in winter season the river will dry up, that time we will go and meet the sadhu in Mayapur. So this friend is telling, you fool, now this river will never dry up and you will never get the mercy to meet a sadhu, and never you will get the blessings of that sadhu. So sadhu is always ready to give blessings and give advices and take us in a proper direction. But if we don't take, and if we reject, and if we don't be eager to receive that mercy, so we will be the most important losers. So here Prabhupada is telling that what Kṛṣṇa is saying in this connection is the most essential part of knowledge, and it should be carried out not only by Arjuna but by all living entities. So this is our responsibility, that the most important confidential knowledge which Kṛṣṇa has bestowed until now, and which he is going to give in the next 8 shlokas, especially the next 2 shlokas, is very important, and is not for Arjuna, because Arjuna is already a elevated Paramahamsa, but it is all for for we conditioned souls. So we have to take the responsibility to practice these basic instructions, which are very easy. At least the 65 verse is very easy for us to apply in our lives. For me, I always think that I can't do anything to Kṛṣṇa, but at least I can always offer my obeisances whenever I can see Kṛṣṇa's deity. 100 times, at least, I mean, according to my body, there are many elderly devotees who may not be able to offer full Dandavat pranams to Kṛṣṇa, but everybody can follow at least one of these, always think of me, become my devotee. At least we are trying to become devotees and worship me. Many of us are offering some incense, flowers, fruits. We can always give and offer your obeisances to me. This very easy thing which we can do is, whenever we go enter into the temple, always we can fall flat at the deities and we can say, I am yours, please take me at your lotus feet. This is the very easy thing which we can apply in our life. So Hare Krishna. So here I can end today. If there is any comments or any corrections, we can take up something. This is the most bhūyaḥ-tamam knowledge Kṛṣṇa is telling. From here 64 to 72, Kṛṣṇa is giving again instructions, like a mother is when she sees that his child is unable to take strong milk, cow milk, so she is trying to dilute the milk and giving, because milk is essential for the body of a child, but at the same time the milk should not cause indigestion, so she is kind of diluting it so that the child can accept. So similarly, now Kṛṣṇa is giving the most concise, summarized form of all the instructions which he has given in Bhagavad-Gita in the next 2 verses. So this is the most confidential knowledge of all the Vedic literature. He is stressing out here sarva-guhyatamaṁ, bhūyaḥ, which I have already given, I am giving you again as a loving parent. Okay, Hare Krishna. Do you have any kind of comments or corrections? Or any kind of sharing which we can remember from today's discussion? We can always enlighten each other. which you remember or which you like to share? Other than that.
Krishna wants us to go to him so much that he is giving over and over, repeating and giving the instruction that how we can go. Each one is more easier than the previous one.
Yes, simplified version. He loves us so much that he's again and again and again simplifying us all the instructions and giving to us because he loves us so much. We have to remember that. That his love is inconceivable and incomparable to millions of mothers' love. Any other sharings?
Why Krishna takes the help of Bahiranga Shakti?
Why Krishna takes the help of Bahiranga Shakti? Krishna has three energies: internal energy, external energy and marginal energy. Antaranga Shakti, Bahiranga Shakti and Tatastha Shakti. So according to the necessity, Krishna is utilizing his energies.
He can make all the living things free from his external energy, right?
So there will be the free will? Krishna is giving free will, na? We all living entities have independence. Krishna doesn't want to be us like robots. Everybody of us has free will. He doesn't want to take that free will. He is giving. That's why he is telling yatha ichchasi tatha guru. He has given do's and don'ts. Now it is up to us what we choose.
But parents doesn't let the child touch the Agni, right? So why Krishna then? He knows.
Yeah, he is not allowing us to touch the Agni. He's sending his spiritual masters. He's sending his pure devotees so that they can guide us, so that we don't fall in the trap of Maya. But there are four kinds of people in this world. Upadeshamrit says, one who is changing himself just by hearing. He is hearing the elders that stealing is offensive and he will be imprisoned for that. So he will never steal. Second person is that he will see that, oh, this thief is being arrested after stealing. So he will not steal. Third person is that he will hear, he will see, but he wants to experience. He will steal, then he will be arrested, then he will be gone into prison and he will undergo that imprisonment. Then he realize that, oh, stealing is not good, it is sinful. So first category is hearing, he will not do. Second is seeing, he will not do. Third is that only after experiencing he will stop stealing. But the fourth is that hearing, seeing or experiencing, he will be the same. Again he will go and kunjara, like an elephant, he takes bath and comes out, again he rolls on the dust. So again he will go on stealing. So advice is given, oh, don't touch the fire. We are giving advice to our children, don't do this, don't do that. We are kind of putting a pressure, we are forcing and sometimes giving punishment. Like Krishna is also giving us punishments. But if we don't utilize that, Krishna can't help. He is telling here, yatha ichchasi tatha kuru. He is not stealing our independence. Okay, yeah, Prabhuji.
Thank you very much for your...
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
First time
I gave during COVID time, but in between I was like too many things on my head. Mataji asked now.
But as you gave this example of mother's love and cow's love for calf,
Yes.
this you see with your eyes in front of. And you also experience with your mother.
Yes.
And but with Krishna, this love is not experienced or we forget whatever case. So how this conditioned state person can realize that Krishna loves me more than my, not this but other thousands of love. mothers together love me, still he loves me more.
This is revelation. This will happen according to our sadhana and purity, and gradually, when we want to get something valuable, we need to wait. If we want to understand the love of Kṛṣṇa, which is not even compared to the millions of mothers' love, so we need to have we need to have certain patience. Like if we want to get valuable nuts, almonds, cashews, we wait for at least like maybe 20 years, maybe 15 years, then the fruits come to us, dry fruits, then we can enjoy that. So if we want to understand that love, that's why we are struggling here. It is not that easy. The whole process of Kṛṣṇa consciousness is to achieve Kṛṣṇa prema, which is not that easy. But this is a gradual process. We need to have utsaha, nishchaya, dhairya. We have to follow the process, the curriculum which Prabhupada has given us. And gradually, in the association of like-minded devotees with proper, enthusiasm, we may one day get a glimpse of that love of Kṛṣṇa. We may experience in our dreams or, but this is not that easy. This will take, this is a gradual process. That is why we are doing Kṛṣṇa consciousness, to achieve Kṛṣṇa prema. Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.